Yeah. Cap. Mostmoto. Super duper catalyst in California. Yellow by the way, let it run up on you. Mostmoto. Cap. Mostmoto. All we do is run up the score. We don't keep the total. All we do is win. Like I thought I told you. Trying to keep the fan wide awake with this cup of Folgers. Praise God. Hallelujah. Always playing to win, baby. What's it to you? Mostmoto.
Man, and the Mostmoto brand, man, I know it's something that you've been working on for a minute. I know it's something that you're very passionate about.
Right.
You've been trying to get going, man. So,
well, you know the Mostmoto, mindset of successful thinking, motivation. You know, I believe that if you're actually helping other people get to where they want to go, you in turn to be helped as well.
Yeah.
You'll get what you need in life to make things happen. So I decided that why not make a brand that's actually going to speak who you are. And this is impacting people and encouraging folks and inspiring folks. So that's what it's all about. So 2018 is our senior year. Right? So that means we're not leaving anything on the table. So nothing's laid back, nothing's going to say, hey, I know I should have done that. Right? So now we're actually going to go forth to make things happen. So that's why we have the Pep Rally. You can't have anything school related, right? Without like a school thing like a Pep Rally.
Right.
Pep Rallies keep people encouraged, keep them inspired to make things happen. So why not get people riled up and make some things move around and say, hey, I can do this, right? I can make this happen. So that's what the Mostmoto idea is all about.
what motivates you in business and in life in general to keep going and to keep wanting to inspire and to invent as well?
Yeah. Well, what motivates me to keep doing what I need to do is my family.
Yeah.
Because my children need someone to look up to, right? To say, I want to be like my dad.
Right.
Or my dad made an impact.
Right.
My dad changed something in life, changed people's lives. The next thing you know, he had something valuable, which is change, inspiration, encouragement. So, like Martin Luther King, he had a vision, right? He had an idea, he had a dream, but he's still mentioned and talked about today. I want to create value. I don't want to chase fame. I don't want to chase riches. I don't want to chase money. I just know that if I help as many people get to where they need to be in life, then I get to where I need to be. That's what motivates me. Being inspired and someone call me and say, hey, Troy, man, my life has changed because of you doing what just speaking encouragement, inspiring folks.
Yeah.
Now I feel that I can make something happen.
Yeah.
Coming from the projects, Ken, I don't know if you know about that life, but I know you do. You know about that brand we have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
And just being able to go and say, hey, no one spoke it to me.
Yeah.
So let me help someone else.
Absolutely.
My mom grew up, we grew up in a single parent household. Tell me something new. You grew up in the same situation in regards to parent things like that, right? So you just know you need to do something better. That's what motivates me. I can't stay stagnant.
All right.
So we're about to get ready to get started. So I don't know if you wanted to come and join us. Or
No, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's get it. Let's get it, man.
All right, let's go to
For sure,
Let's go and get it going.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
If you feel like, hey, you know what, I want to write a book, start the outline. Start the outline. If you say, you know what, I want to own my business this year, go get the one-page business plan. No joke, I can send it to you. For real. Ask me. Hit me up on Facebook, that page that you just like. I will send you the one-page PDF business plan, but just start. Just do something. So many people want to talk about stuff, but they never want to be about it. But you cannot just talk. You have to act. You have to act. So you have to be tenacious. You have to have perseverance. You have to say, hey, you know what? No matter what, I'm going to make this thing happen in my life. I'm going to do it. And you have to be maniacal. I like that word maniacal because maniacal means that you have to have an intense focus. And I want to talk about fear. A lot of people say fear is false evidence appearing real. That's not my definition of fear. My definition, the recoded definition of fear for me is futile energy annihilating results. Futile energy annihilating results. What does that mean? It just means wasted energy. Because fear does not exist unless you give it power. So what do you give power to in your life? Do you give power to fear or do you give power to power? That was good. That was my first time saying that. No, Whatever that thing is that keeps you up at night, whatever passion you have, whatever energy you have, whatever dream that you have, I'm here to tell you, if you have the vision for it, that means you already had the order for it. It means that you are already created to do it. You don't need permission. You don't need validation. You're already validated. You are already validated. You are already designed and equipped to do it. And nobody can do it but you. So when we talk about Mostmoto and Pep Rally and being hyped and being really excited about our lives, too many people, they don't want to live in that space because it requires accountability. See, that requires, and the people don't like, I don't like accountability sometimes. It requires you to be disciplined. And that's what it takes to let you know, as the kickoff speaker of this event, that whatever you were born to do, you were born at a precise time, at a precise moment, to do a precise work, a work that only you can complete. You just been recoded.
There's a couple key things that she spoke about, though. It's about being around the right people, right? If you're not around the right people, then your mind can't grow. It's like a seed. You put a seed on the floor right here, but if there's no soil there, it's not going to grow. You got to put it in the right environment. So those ideas you may have, the inspiration you may have, has to be around other people that think the same way that you do. Gangsters do it all the time. I'm selling drugs. I need to sell drugs with the big time dollars, right? I'm making moves. I got to make moves with the big time people, right? So look, let me tell you something. A guy from the project. Sit down. No, don't get me. So we're going to get to the next guy. James, though, that's what I mean. I met James. He's one of the judges there. And we developed a relationship. Right? And he's one of my biggest fans right there, man. So get ready for James Springer. James Springer, come on up, man. Hold on. Wait, we're going to play it. That's his thing. Look, stand up. Because we're bringing members. And they're coming down the tunnel. This is one of the hardest things to do is speak in front of people. Turn it up. Come on, James. Hold on a second. Dang, he's gonna walk. He's like a wrestler. He's like,
I do mind science work. Ashley's seen me speak. Has anybody else had the privilege of seeing me speak today, or is this your first time? It's very exciting. It's very exciting stuff. I want you to verify that. But it's safe to say that your body says more than your words. How many have ever been in a meeting before? And you've been in meetings before, I get it. How many have ever been in a meeting before where everything that was said was right, and you left the meeting feeling like everything went wrong? Absolutely. You know why that happens a lot of times? It's because your body sent a different message than your language. So you may be saying one thing with your word, dropping personal pronouns. Now I'm going to show you something that's really awesome about the power of your mind. Okay, gotta get back? All right, stand up. This is how awesome and powerful your mind can be. Now what I want you to do is I want you to stand facing the front, and I want you to point your finger straight out, just like that. All right, and now I want you to do like this, and without moving your feet, just turn as far as you can turn. Notice how far you go. Notice how far she goes. All right, come back. Now what I want you to do is I want you to close your eyes, and without moving your arm physically, I want you to imagine moving that arm back around as it goes past 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, around again to 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock. You see it spinning around the room, all the way back to 12, and then again, one more time, and you twist that arm all the way around 360 degrees. And now we'll let yourself unwind back 360 degrees back past 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3, and 12, 9, 6, 3. All right. Nope, you're not moving yet. All right, now you can open your eyes. Now I want you to physically do that again. Just physically twist as far as you can go. It's about 10 degrees farther.
Really? I can feel it in my back.
You will stretch your muscles just with your mind.
Wow.
Become more flexible. Thank you. All right, what I'd like for everybody to do is stand up. How am I doing, Troy? Okay. All right, everyone stand up. I want you to, first of all, let's do this. I want you to take your hands and hold them straight out in front of you. Make sure you got room to hold them straight out. You need to move around a little bit so you got room. All right, now I want you to clap your hands together. Clap them together again. So they're tight, heel to the fingers. Nice and tight. Now I want you to clasp your fingers together. Tight from the heel all the way up to your fingers. Nice and tight. Pull them up like you're getting ready to say a prayer. All right. Make sure your hands your knuckles are just above your eye level, and your elbows are about 90 degrees. Okay. Now I want you to take your fingers and pull them up and apart as far as they'll go. All right. Now I want you to focus on the area between your fingers. So it'll be that part right in between, right in there, right in the middle. The space between. I want you to focus on that. And now, in just a second, not yet, but in just a second, you're going to notice that your fingers are going to do something weird. Your fingers are going to start pulling together. Yes. Okay? Now focus on that spot and feel it. Just imagine that there's two magnets on your fingers, one on each side, and it gets tighter and tighter, pulling closer and closer, tugging and pulling. Don't resist. Let them do what they want to do. Let them do what they do, and then come closer and closer, closer and closer, tighter and tighter. More and more. Relax and let the fingers do what they want to do. Your fingers will come together just naturally. Okay? Stop. How many people's fingers came together?
Yes.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. The mind leads the body, but the body also leads the mind. Okay? So when she talks about being positive in the morning, choosing to be positive, you get that choice. That comes from the reticular activating system. It comes at the base of your brain. It's called the reticulated cortex. It's the most primitive part of your brain. It's a really cool part. It's the smallest part. It's the most powerful part. It keeps you alive. It keeps your heart beating, your blood pressure, your body temperature. It's also responsible for fight, flight, freeze, feed, and fornicate. It keeps you, it propagates your gene pool. So when you meet something, when something new is presented to the subconscious mind, the first thing it says is, should I freeze? Then the next thing it's going to say, should I run? Should I eat it, fight it? Should I eat it? Or should I make with it? If it doesn't fit any of those, it's just, nah. Not important. So what we're going to do is
yes. Yes to everything you want. Everything that you've been saying no to this year, I challenge you in this year to say yes. Say yes? Yes. You can't wait until, I'm talking to this lady, I was in the bathroom with her, and she was talking to me, I don't think she knew who I was, and so I love doing that. And she was saying, I was asking her about, I said, when you did that noise, I said, that AK, right? She was like, yeah. And so we got to talking, and so she said, what's your name? I said, my name is Andrina. And she told me her name, and she said, we got on a conversation about living life. She has a son that's going to go to college, and she said, well, I'm going to just live it once he leaves. I said, no, you live it now. Right. Bills are always going to be there. I don't care. Bills is going to always be there. I don't care how many payment arrangements you make, bills are always going to be there. We're not working for just to give our money to everybody else and not enjoy life. Right. Bills are always going to be there. The kids are going to become adults and grow up and go. Right. Come on now. Come on. People are going to come and go in your life. But what if you say yes to what it is that you want in life? What if you begin to say yes instead of making the excuses? My money funny, change strange. The kids are acting up, the husband acting a fool, the wife don't listen. Don't y'all get mad at each other when y'all leave here. But what if you say yes? Yes. And I'm challenging y'all in 2018 to say yes. Now, the last one.
Engineering, I have 2 companies. From a child who had nobody, that nobody understood. Nobody understood. Yeah, I was even supposed to go to Human Fall, but I made sure I didn't go. But you know, brother, I feel you. I know this pain. All right, amen. I know what you're going through, brother. May God bless you, because you're doing it. But at the end of the day, you got to be you.
Stop trying to be what other people say you're supposed to be, and be the you are supposed to be. Every person in this room has a purpose. Stop sitting on it, because somebody is waiting on you to do your move so that they can do theirs.
If only one person shows up, we're going to give them everything we got. Because like Dr. Finch said, who am I to sit at home? You know, I'm holding my gift back because someone like to be changed through me. So I said, you know what, I'm not even going to do all the speaking, which I'm doing now. But I'm not going to do all of that. I want to showcase these individuals. Does that make sense? Because they're part of the community. And they're doing it for free. But I always tell myself, if you got to tell yourself you're the boss, guess what? You're not the boss. If you got to say, I run this, you don't run nothing. You're actually nobody. If I got to say, I'm the leader, nobody's behind me, you lead by yourself. Nobody's there. But leaders eat last, right? Leaders get in the Eventbrite is available already. I still got to put details on it, but that one cost. The reason why it costs because we're gonna. If this was something that was free, just think what you can do with a budget. How many more lives you can transform because of money? That's just a resource. But relationships come behind that. So thank y'all, man. Give yourself a round of applause. So anything to give one round of applause to these individuals here. We're gonna take a bow. Let's go take a bow. All right. One more time. Okay. Understand. Whatever you say. Whatever. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate y'all.
The first one in the books.
In the books.
It's in the books, baby. How you feel, man?
You know what? I feel pumped. I'm
going through a big wall.
You're going through a big wall
right now.
You're going to run through one, Wakanda style.
I'm Mostmoto. I'm Mostmoto.
You Mostmoto down. But I tell you what, man, what's most important, I can say it may have been a successful day, but what's most important is that other people felt that was beneficial to them. So if you feel it was beneficial to you, that means the job was done. Right. So I'm excited about what the response is going to be. I'm excited about what people are going to say on social media about saying, hey, I enjoyed myself. And we just keep growing the brand, man.
Sure,
so that's what it's all about.
Well, we'll see you in June, right?
We're definitely going to see you in June. I hope I see y'all in June. June is going June 8th through the 9th. We're going to be making it happen. We're going to have it at the same spot. But if we outgrow that spot, that means other people are like, hey, I want to be there too. It's all about you spreading the word. It's all about you guys spreading the word about it. So I'm excited about what's about to happen in the next couple of months. It's right around the corner.
Sure. We'll see you in June, man.
Definitely, man. Appreciate
Mostmoto.
I see y'all in June. Mostmoto, man.